Be able to hear me. Good morning. Right, let's see if I can get this microphone to stay. Well, welcome. Thank you everybody for being here on Saturday morning. Happy Easter to those that are celebrating this weekend. As we move through the practice this morning, do listen to your body, whatever's going to feel right for you. We've got a lot of folks with sort of different experience with yoga, and some that are have a stronger practice, some that have not a stronger practice. So do listen to the body. We're going to do a nice flow, which we're really going to focus on some back bends today, some standing and some kneeling back bends as we move through the practice. So do listen to the body. You may have seen me on twice. I was trying to set up my own personal iPad so that I could see you as I was turning sideways, and then you could see me facing this way, and for whatever reason, it wasn't working. So anyways, got that all figured out, turned it off, so it's not going to cause any problems. Often when we think about back bends, we really think about heart openings and really getting in touch with our heart, our center, our core. And, you know, in the Sanskrit, when we look at the, when you study yoga and you look at the tattvas chart, you find the heart in Sanskrit, icha, which is really about divine willpower, which really comes from the heart. Our strength really comes from the center of our being. And as we move through the practice today, we're really going to focus on, opening of the heart, following our own intuition, following what really speaks to us, listening to that inner voice, and really following that divine inner strength that is there and is a part of all of us. And so as you practice the different poses, just really think about that center within the heart, within the center of your being. I will remind you as we move through the practice, but just notice, feel, and notice what resonates with you, what comes from your core, from your center of being, and see how you feel at the end as we practice this heart opening asana this morning. So let's take a comfortable seat, sitting nice and tall, hands on your thighs. Love to see all the dogs this morning. Tanya's got the dog, Rox, your dogs are probably that. Yeah, there's the dog, right? Trudy's got dog, Catherine's got dogs. That's all that I've saw. So if you others have dogs, welcome to the dogs. Sitting nice and tall, hands on your thighs, shoulders are up, back and wide, soft gaze with the eyes or the eyes closed. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Let go of your morning, whatever it's been, whatever thoughts you've had, however busy or quiet it's been. Just arrive to begin your practice this morning, your asana. Notice how the physical body is feeling, any areas of tension or tightness in the body. And notice your energy level on this Easter weekend, whether you're feeling lots of energy, whether you're feeling low in energy, or somewhere in between. And also take a moment to just feel into the heart. Feel into this space. In fact, take your hands and place them on your heart and just really ground yourself in the feelings, the emotions, this place of divine willpower. This place of courage. It's from here that we have the courage to move forward, the courage to take action. We always think of it as our mind and our thoughts, but it is from our heart that we really live by. Breathing in and breathing out. And you're welcome to keep your hands right on your chest, or if you'd like to bring your hands to palm in Anjali Mudra, you're welcome to do so. We'll begin this morning by chanting the sound of Om, followed by one round of the Anusara invocation. If you know it, please join in from your home. If you prefer not to worry, I will be serenading you. And if you don't know it, just listen in. And we'll have an Om at the end of the invocation as well. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth, clear the throat if you need to. And inhale to Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishpapanchaya Shantaya Nilalambaya Tejase. Om. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale. Even the chanting calls to our heart. We're going to get started in table position this morning. Props out of the way. If you have a knee pad or blanket, that's always helpful. And if you have blocks, do place them at the front of your mat, the top, and we will use those as we move through the practice. You shouldn't need anything else for this practice other than yourself. So hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Slowly begin to feel the mat, the earth underneath you. And coming to a neutral spine, spread the fingers, press the fingertips, finger mounds into the mat. And if you have Ujjayi breath in your practice and you want to incorporate by breathing in through the nose, out through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of your throat, you're welcome to do so. I will remind you of the breath as well throughout the practice. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, engage your core. And then a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, let the heart sink towards the floor. Let your ribs sink towards the floor, creating a nice little arch through the lower back. And then pull your chest forward as you come into cow. And as you exhale, round the spine, let the head come down, hips come forward, coming into cat. Following your breath, moving through the postures, moving through cow, and moving through cat. Inhaling, coming forward. And exhale to round. And if you have some variation or version, we have a few teachers in the room today. You're welcome, obviously, to do some variations. Inhaling forward. Exhale, rounding, head comes down. Feeling the movement, feeling the heart open as you come forward. And as you exhale, the heart goes towards the back body. Breathing forward. And exhaling back, rounding the spine. One more time, inhaling forward into cow pose. And as you exhale, rounding into cat. Coming back to a neutral spine, keep the toes tucked behind you. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Push your hips back towards your heels. Coming into Shashosana, puppy. Lift your palms off the floor. Keep your fingertips pressing into the floor or the mat. Lift the outside of the arms so you can draw the shoulder blades onto your back. And then draw your front ribs towards the back body, engaging your core. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. And maintaining all of the upper body engagement, press your palms into the mat, fingertips, finger mounds. Keep lifting the front ribs towards the back body. One more breath. And then inhale back up to table. And lift your right arm up to the side. And as you exhale, slide it behind your left to come to rest on your right shoulder. Press your left palm into the floor and roll your left shoulder onto the back. Engage your core by drawing the front ribs towards the back body and open your heart towards the left side. Try to keep your hips level here and rolling that left shoulder onto the back. Breathing. Feeling the opening through the spine. And on your next inhale, press into your left hand. Bring yourself all the way back through center, coming back to table. Come back to a neutral spine. And then inhale your left arm up to the side and slide the left arm under your right arm. Press your right hand into the floor. Roll the right shoulder onto your back. Draw your front ribs towards the back body. Breathe. Feeling the opening. The movement in the morning. One more breath. And then press into your right hand. Come all the way back up through table. Keep your hands about 6 inches forward of your shoulders, and we'll push our hips back again. Coming into Shishosana, puppy pose. Keep drawing the outside of the arms up and the shoulder blades onto the back. Fingertips, finger mounds press into the floor. Front ribs draw towards the back body, and your toes are tucked behind you. Even in this pose, our heart is sinking towards the floor. And on your next inhale, press into the hands, press into the toes, lift your hips, coming into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. In your downward dog, same thing, lift the outside of the arms. You can draw the shoulder blades onto your back, press your fingertips, finger mounds into the floor. Engage your core by drawing the front ribs towards the back body, and then tip your tailbone up, broadening the sits bones behind you. Press into the toe mounds of your feet as you work to straighten your legs. And if you're really open through the hamstrings, then draw the tailbone down towards your heels. Otherwise, keep tipping it up towards the sky. A couple more breaths here in our downward dog. Heart is pushing towards your shins. And as you exhale, bend your knees and step forward to a forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands come towards the floor. If they don't quite reach the floor, use your blocks. So you bring the floor up to you. Hands are about 6 to 12 inches in front of your feet. Legs are working towards straight in this pose. Head, just allow it to hang. As you inhale, press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, pressing into your fingers, lifting the heart. And exhale, bow forward, fold, Uttanasana. And one more time, press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Bring your hands to your hips, draw your feet towards each other, draw your elbows and shoulder blades towards each other, and inhale to come all the way up to standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Breathe. Lift the toes, spread them nice and wide. Press the big toe mounds into the mat, the inside of your heels. Broaden the feet, press the little toe mound and the outside of your heels. Four corners rooting and grounding you into the floor. And then let the toes come down. These four corners will be in particular importance as we come into some standing balancing poses. Draw the toe mounds towards your heels as you lift through the arches of the feet and draw up through the legs into the pelvis. And then rooting yourself back down into the floor. Feeling the four corners of the feet, and then rise up through the legs, through the pelvis, lift the side body long, lift the shoulders up towards your ears, roll the shoulder blades onto your back. Let the shoulders come down and keep drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Draw your front ribs towards the back body as you engage your core. And then keeping your head in line with the horizon, draw your ears back. Still breathing. And even in this mountain pose, heart is open. Our strength, our willpower from this divine heart. Inhale your arms all the way up, palms facing each other, coming into Urdhva Hastasana. Spread your fingers wide. Lengthen from the feet all the way up through the spine, through the crown of the head, the fingertips. Still pressing the four corners of the feet into the floor. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades on the back. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, hands to the floor, and step back, downward dog. From your downward dog, come forward to plank, Palakasana. Hips are level with your shoulders, heart sinking towards the floor. And from here, you either can lower your knees to come to the floor or push yourself forward and come all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, roll the shoulder blades onto your back, pull your chest forward as you come into one of our first back bends, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades come towards each other, draw your ears back. Breathe. And exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, push back, downward dog. Pause for a moment in downward dog. Keep lifting the outside of the arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Front ribs towards the back body. And then bend your knees and step, walk, or hop forward, forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Draw your feet towards each other and either bring your hands to your hips to come up or arms out in front of you and inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching the fingers up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. And arms to your side. Good. Everybody doing okay? Good. Feet are still hip distance apart. Inhale, arms all the way up. And as you exhale, let's come into chair with Utkatasana. Draw your front ribs towards the back body. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Press into the fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, hands to the floor, and we'll step back, downward dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Keep your hips level. Press into the toe mounds of your back foot. And then step your right foot forward, left knee to the floor. Knee pad under the left knee if you like, or a blanket. Draw your right foot and left knee towards each other and pull your right hip back. Press your hands into your front thigh, lengthen through the side body, and inhale the arms all the way up. Anjaneyasana. Keep drawing that right hip back. Bring your fingertips together and bring the hands behind the head. Gently push the head into the hands and draw your elbows towards each other, bringing the shoulder blades onto the back. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the floor. Draw the front ribs towards the back body and lift the elbows, inviting a bit of a back bend here. Keep drawing the foot and knee towards each other. Right hips drawing back. Breathe. Heart is open. And you're coming from a place of divine willpower. And then slowly extend the arms. And exhale, hands to the floor. Lift your left knee behind you. Step back. Downward dog. Knee pad to the right side if you are using one. Left leg will lift as you inhale. Keep your hips level. Press into the toenails of your left foot. And step your left foot forward, right knee to the floor. Hands to your front left thigh. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your left hip back. Lengthen through the spine. And as you inhale, arms come all the way up. Bring your fingertips together. Hands come behind the head. Gently push your head into your hands. Draw the elbows towards each other. Tailbone draws down to the floor. Front ribs towards the back body and lift the elbows, opening the heart up towards the sky. Breathing. Remember to listen to your body. Whatever's right for you. Every day is different. I'm just your guide along the way. And slowly extend the arms, opening the heart, and exhale. Hands to the floor. Lift your right knee, push back. Downward dog. Knee pad to the side. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Lower your knees or push yourself forward, coming all the way down. Untuck your toes. Roll the shoulder blades onto your back. Pull your heart forward. Cobra. Bhujangasana. Shoulders are down. Elbows are bent. Shoulder blades on the back. Ears draw back. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. And exhale to lower. Tuck your toes. Push back. Downward dog. Pause here in downward dog. Lift the outside of the arms. Draw those shoulder blades towards each other. Front ribs towards the back body. Legs are working towards straight. Knees are not locked. Tipping the tailbone up so that the heart can extend towards your shins behind you. Couple more breaths. And then bottom of your exhale, step, walk, or hop forward to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. And then generously bend your knees. Bring your hands to your knees and lift your chest. Keep the knees bent. Just notice if your knees are over your toes, you want to draw the hips back. Keep engaging through the core, so draw the front ribs towards the back body, and then inhale, arms up. And as you inhale, come all the way up. You may even want a little bit of a back bend here today. And exhale, hands to the heart. And arms to your side. Good. You should be warming up. Yes? Good. Inhale, arms overhead again. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Hands to the floor, and we'll step back. Downward dog again. We're going to come all the way down onto the floor, so either through knees or bring yourself down through Chaturanga Dandasana. And take your arms out in front of you. Tops of the feet are pressing into the floor. And on your next inhale, lift your right arm, left leg. Try to keep your left hip in the floor. And as you exhale, lower. Inhale your left arm, right leg, pressing your right hip into the floor. And exhale to lower. Right arm, left leg. Exhale to lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. And now we're going to inhale and lift both arms, both legs. Keep breathing. And exhale to lower. Inhaling both arms, both legs. Exhale to lower. Now this time, bring your hands behind the back, interlace your fingers, thumbs rest on your sacrum, roll the shoulder blades onto your back, keep drawing them towards each other, lift your chest, lift the legs, and you can extend the arms, either interlace the fingers or arms beside you, coming into full locust, Shalabhasana, breathing. Exhale to lower. Hands under your shoulders, push back, child's pose, Balasana. Knees are wide or wider, big toes touch at the back. Press into your fingertips, lift the palms, draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Front ribs draw towards the back body. And then you can press your palms into the floor, but maintain that drawing of the shoulder blades towards each other in this pose. And then see if you can draw your heels towards each other as well. Good. Inhale to come all the way up through table. Tuck your toes behind you. Push your hips back towards your heels. In puppy. Lift the outside of the arms. Press your finger mounts, fingertips into the floor, and press into the toes. Lift your hips to downward dog. Breathing. Step your right foot forward and drop your left heel. And bring your right forearm to your right thigh, coming into side angle pose. Feet are drawing towards each other. Tuck your right hip underneath. And extend your left arm out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back. Maintain that as you take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Draw the tailbone into the body, lengthen out through the left side body. Keep leaning into your left knee. Feet are drawing towards each other. Shoulder blade on your back. And then bring your left arm behind the back. See if you can grab the inside of your right thigh or even just behind your back and open the heart towards the left side as you draw the left shoulder blade onto your back. For those that want more, you can take your right hand to the floor. Otherwise, keep your right forearm on your thigh. Breathe. Release the left hand from behind the back, bring both hands to the floor, lift your left heel behind you, and step your foot forward halfway. Straighten both legs, hands to blocks or the floor. Draw your right foot and your right hip back, and then see if you can lengthen and extend your chest, your heart towards your right shin, tipping your tailbone up behind you. Let the head be in line with the rest of the spine. Both legs are straight, knees are not locked here. Heart's extending towards your shin. You should feel a nice opening through that right hamstring. And step your left foot forward to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. And then step your right foot all the way back. Drop the right heel and bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Keep drawing your feet towards each other. Tuck the right hip underneath you. Extend the right arm out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the right shoulder blade onto the back and take your right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Draw the tailbone into the body, lengthen out through the right arm, right side body. Breathe. Heart is opening here. And as we do on the other side, take your right arm behind your back. And if you can, grab the inside of your left thigh, opening the heart to the right side of your mat. Breathing. And for those that extended their front hand to the floor on the opposite side, left hand goes to the floor. Keep opening the heart. Feet draw towards each other. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. As you move through your practice, it's okay to smile. You can enjoy this. Slowly release the right arm. Bring both hands to the floor. Lift your right heel behind you and step the right foot forward halfway. Draw your feet towards each other. Left foot, left hip is drawing back. Heart's extending towards the floor and your shin as you tip your tailbone up behind you, broadening the sits bones. And as you inhale, step your right foot forward to a forward fold, Uttanasana. Press your fingers into the floor, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Draw your feet towards each other. Hands either to your hips or they come out in front of you as you come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching up towards the sky. And bring your hands to the heart. And arms to your side. Good. We're going to come into a standing balancing pose. This is kind of like a pre-standing pose to where we're going today. So if you need a wall, which you may, for those that have balance issues, you may also stand off the mat if that's helpful. If you have carpet underneath you, that may not help. But having the wall handy there is good, or a chair. You can even put your hand on a chair or a counter. We're going to bring our hands to the heart to start. We're going to come into twig pose. So all the weight goes into your right leg. You're going to bend your left knee, reach around, grab your left foot. Flex the toes on the left foot and draw your knees towards each other. Stand through the right leg, your supporting leg, and then inhale your right arm up, or you can take the right arm to the wall. Draw the tailbone down into the body and see if you can draw the shoulder blades onto your back, opening the heart. Knees are drawing towards each other. Breathe. And then slowly bring your left knee forward, hands come to the heart, extend the left leg out in front of you, wiggle your toes, and bring the foot to the floor. Good, shake it out. Feet are hip distance apart, hands in front of you. We're gonna bend our right knee, all the weight goes into the left foot. Grab the right foot with the right hand, flex your toes on the right foot, and draw your knees towards each other. Really stand through that left supporting leg. Left arm goes up. And then draw the tailbone down into the body. Breathe. For so many of us, we get into a standing pose and we hold our breath just in case we fall over. Keep breathing. Heart is open, shoulder blades on the back. And then we'll bring the right knee forward, hands to the heart. Right foot comes out in front, wiggle the toes, and right foot to the floor. Arms to your side, shake it out. Whatever feels good in the body. And come back to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Arms to your side. Inhale, arms overhead. Urdhva. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Press into the fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. And then step your left foot back. Drop the left heel and come up into warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Feet are going to draw towards each other. Tuck your right hip underneath you. Soften through the shoulders. Extend your arms. Your heart is opening to the left side of your mat. And your head is gazing over the front right hand. Spread the fingers. Soften the shoulders. Breathe. We'll straighten our front right leg. Bring your left hand to the back leg. Lift your right arm up towards the sky. Rotate the right palm towards the back of the mat. Draw the right shoulder blade onto your back. Lift the heart. Draw your ears back. So I'm not looking up, because if I look up, I'm going to kink my neck. But if I lengthen the sides of my neck, draw the ears back, and then bend into your front right knee, exalted warrior. And if you want to bring the left hand behind the back again, opening the heart a little bit more, you can do that. Breathe. And come back to warrior two. And we're going to windmill the hands to the floor and place a block on the outside of your right foot behind the heel if you have a block, or you can take your hand to the floor. Straighten your front right leg, push your hand into your block and extend the left arm up to the sky, coming into Trikonasana, triangle. Draw your feet towards each other. Tuck the right hip underneath you and the tailbone underneath you. And your left arm is pointing up to the sky. Spread your fingers. Heart is fully opened here. Bring your left arm in front of you. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back and take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Breathing. As you exhale, look at your front right foot, bend into your front right knee, bring your hands to the floor and bring your left knee to the floor. And do place a knee pad under the left knee. If you don't have a knee pad, you can roll the mat over, which will also be handy for you. Take your left hand to the floor, so off your mat. Walk your right foot out just a bit to the right side, and right hand to your right thigh. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. So you're going to engage through the pelvis first, and then push your right shoulder blade onto the back. Keep your head in line with your sternum and draw your ears back, inviting a back bend here. Now take your right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Keep drawing the foot and knee towards each other so you're not sagging through the pelvis. Heart is opened, ears are drawing back. And now you're welcome to stay here or bend into your left leg and reach around with the right hand, grab your left foot, draw it towards your left hip, flex the toes on your left foot, roll the right shoulder blade onto your back, heart's opening, and you're getting a nice quad stretch all at the same time. Keep drawing the ears back. And slowly release. Place your hands on the floor. Lift your left knee behind you and step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. And step your right foot all the way back. And windmill up into Warrior Two. Virabhadrasana 2. Draw the feet towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you this time. Arms are extended. Soften through the shoulders, but still try and draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Gaze over your left palm and your heart's facing towards the right side of your mat. Breathe. And slowly straighten your front left leg, right hand to the back leg, lift your left arm, left palm faces towards the back of your mat, draw the shoulder blade onto your back, open your heart, ears draw back. Again, you want to lengthen the sides of the neck here, not lift the chin up to the sky. And then bend into your front left knee. Exalted warrior, heart is open. And if you want, you can bring your right hand behind the back. Breathe. And come back to Warrior Two. We'll windmill the hands to the floor. And if you have a block, place it on the outside of your left heel, behind the heel. Left hand to the block, straighten your left leg. Right arm comes all the way up to the sky. Trikonasana, triangle. Draw the feet towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you. Spreading your fingers on your left hand. Breathe, heart is open. And then extend your right arm in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the right shoulder blade onto the back and take your right arm over your right ear. Palm face down. Breathe in. And then look at your front foot. Bring both hands to the floor and your right knee is going to come to the floor. Right hand goes onto the floor off your mat. Left hand to your left knee. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. So engage through the pelvis and then roll the left shoulder blade onto your back. Keep your chin in line with your sternum as you draw the ears back. And then if you like, take the left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Heart is opening. Now, if you bent the knee on the opposite side, you'll want to do that here. So for those that did, bend your right leg, reach around with the left hand, flex your toes on the right foot, draw the right heel towards your hip, open the heart, keep drawing that left shoulder blade onto the back, ears draw back, breathe. And slowly bring your hands back to the floor. Lift your right knee behind you and step back, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward to plank. And either lower your knees or push forward and come all the way down onto the floor. Untuck your toes, shoulder blades on the back, tops of the feet press into the floor. Pull your chest forward. Shoulder blades keep drawing towards each other. Heart is open, ears draw back. And exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, push back to downward dog. And then step forward to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Draw the feet towards each other, hands to hips or arms out in front of you to come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, and bring your hands to the heart and arms to your side. And just pause. I hope that you are taking water whenever you need it. We're going to come into I can't even say it now. Baby dancer. Natarajasana. Natarajasana. I'm just turning this so that you can see I'm coming over towards the wall. So for those that want to use the wall for support, you can face the wall and you can have one hand up and you can bend the knee and grab the foot this way. So I'll demo the pose, but I just want to give you a sense. So if you need support, you can use the wall and have the top hand high, and then we'll lift the back leg. So I just want you to have that sense that you can use that. So if you're not feeling stable today and you feel as if you're going to fall in this pose, then please use the wall. I'll just demo this for everybody, just so that you know where we're going and some of the cueing that will come with this. So this is Baby Dancer. A lot of you have done this. So what we're going to do is stand on the supporting leg. In this case, I'm going to demo with the left leg support. I'm going to bend my right knee, grab the inside of my right foot, and I'm going to flex the toes on the right foot. Draw my knees towards each other and draw my shoulder blades onto the back. I'll extend my top arm. And then from this position, what I want to do is push my foot into the hand. Whoops. And then I want to lift with the back arm. Sorry, falling over. One of those days where my balance is off. Okay, hardwood. Other foot. There we go. So I'm pushing my foot into the hand and I'm lifting, so I'm not coming all the way down here, which you can do, but that's a little bit different. Draw the hip forward of the lifted leg and the shoulder forward as well in this pose. Does that make sense now that I stumbled all over? Good. It looks like some of you have already started. So, good. Come to the top of your mat or use the wall. We'll start with our right leg as our supporting leg. And if you're by the wall, you want to press your right hand up against the wall. Left knee will bend. Grab the inside of your left foot. Knees come towards each other. Push your left foot into the hand. And that's where you'll want to be in terms of lifting. And you want to draw your left hip forward and your left shoulder forward. Good, good, good. Really stand through the supporting leg. As you can see, even for us teachers, it's a challenge at times too. And then when you've had enough on that leg, come on out. Good. Trudy, your hands okay? Hip. Okay, good. So we'll switch to the other side. So all the weight will stand now on the right leg. No, left leg, pardon me. Bend the right knee, grab the inside of your right foot. Right arm goes up, left arm goes up, pardon me. Left hand to the wall. Push your foot into the hand and then lift. And this time you're going to draw the right hip forward and the right shoulder forward. Yeah, good, beautiful, nice. Pull your right hip forward. There you go. Keep lifting the back knee. Yeah. Come on out. Woo, good. Shake it out. Let it go. Some days our balance is good. And some days for me, like today, my balance isn't good today for some reason. So come back to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, arms all the way up. And as you exhale, come forward to a forward fold. And just allow yourself to hang here for a moment. If you like, you can even grab opposite elbows, releasing the neck, the head. And extend your arms towards the floor. And then slowly make your way down to downward dog. Bring your knees to the floor. And come and sit on your heels. Good. We've made it to the floor. Awesome. We'll just roll to one side and extend the legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn this way so I can see you. Bring your hands behind you. Roll the shoulder blades onto your back so that you can open the heart. Feels so good. Breathing. The mind may want to do something, but it's our heart, our willpower, our divine willpower and courage that we actually take action from. Good. Place your feet on the floor, bring your hands to your knees, and then grab the back of your hamstrings. Lift your right foot, lift your left foot, coming into Navasana, boat pose. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back here. And then, if you want, you can extend the arms. A little bit of core work before we come all the way down onto our backs. Breathe. And then bring your feet to the floor. Inhale to come forward. Lift the chest. And then come all the way down onto your back. Bring the knees with you. So your hands are on your knees. And then let the knees extend towards the front of the mat. Keep your hands on the knees. And just release the lower back, the hip flexors here. Place both feet on the floor. Feet are outer hip distance apart, close to your hips. Arms are to your side. In fact, draw the arms right into the side body and bend your elbows. Point your fingers up towards the sky. And then press your elbows into the floor and draw your shoulder blades towards each other. And on an inhale, draw your feet back towards you. Lift your hips, coming into bridge. Keep drawing the knees towards each other, pushing your elbows into the floor and lifting your chest, your hips. Draw the front body towards the back body. And breathe. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Bring yourself all the way down. Untuck the shoulders. We're going to do that one more time. And if you have Urdhva Dhanurasana or wheel in your practice and you want to come into wheel, or you know how to do wheel, you're totally fine to go there. I'm not going to instruct it today. Not quite this for this class, but again, draw your elbows towards each other to start. Push your elbows into the floor, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Draw your feet back towards you as you lift the hips, coming into bridge. And then press your hands into the floor or interlace your fingers behind the back. Keep drawing your knees towards each other, opening the heart here. Breathing. And as you exhale, slowly come down. Good. Bring your knees up again towards you, hands on your knees. Let the knees extend towards the front of the mat and just rock side to side. Good. Just do a little bit of some recline twisting and that as we make our transition towards our Shavasana. Feet are still planted on the floor. Press your feet into the floor. Take your hips to the right about 6 inches. Extend your left leg. Flex the left foot. Draw your right knee up towards you and take your left hand and pull the right knee across the body. Extend your right arm out to the side. Take your head to the left and then look right. And then flex your bottom left foot and push the little toe side of your left foot into the floor. Breathe. See if you can relax into the pose. Keep pushing that little toe side of your left foot into the floor. Heart is completely open here. No rush, no place to go, just breathing into the pose. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, engage your core and bring yourself back through center. Bring your hips back into the center and just pause for a moment. Just notice the sensations in the body, through the spine, through the side body. And then press your feet into the floor. Take your hips to the left about 6 inches. Extend your right leg. Draw your left knee up towards you. And you're going to take your right hand this time. Draw the left knee across the body. Head goes to the right and then looks left as you gaze over that left arm. Flex your bottom right foot and press the little toe side of the right foot into the floor. Breathing. Chest is open, heart is open. Keep pressing the little toe side of your right foot into the floor. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Place both feet on the floor. Hips come back to center. Noticing again the sensations in the spine, in the body. And then we'll come into happy baby. So draw the knees up towards you. Let the feet come together. And then grab the outside of the feet. Push the feet up towards the sky. Draw your knees down towards the floor. Feet are pushing into your hands. Draw the tailbone down towards the floor here. And breathe. Some people like to rock a little side to side here. And then slowly bring the feet together. Extend the legs out onto the mat. Reach the arms overhead. Let yourself maybe one side, the other. Flex the feet, really reach, stretch, and then come into your Shavasana. If you need socks, sweater, blankets, whatever you need for yourself there in your own home, grab those, put them on, and then as quickly as you can, come and settle into the pose. And in your Shavasana today, you're welcome to have the arms to the side, or if you'd like to place one hand on top of the other on your heart, you're welcome to do that as well. Just really feeling into our practice. Allow the back body to be heavy here. Let your front body be light. And let your awareness focus on the breath. And maybe if you are attentive enough, you can even notice the beating of your heart. Aware of the breath. Aware of the benefits of the practice in the body. Aware of the breath. Aware of the body. Just a few more minutes of Shavasana to be present. Taking a deep inhale. Fill the lungs, expand your ribs, the belly with air, and a slow exhalation. Another deep inhale, opening the heart, and a slow exhalation. And with each inhalation of breath, allow the awareness to return to the body, aware of the toes, fingers, the neck, and the head. Allowing awareness to return to the toes. Fingers in the head again. And then slowly bending your knees, placing your feet on the floor. As you exhale, gently roll to your preferred side. Maybe pause for a breath or two. And then slowly extending your top leg, press into your hands, and once again find yourself in a seated position, sitting nice and tall. And bring your hands to your heart, one hand on top of the other. And just check in with yourself. Check in with this heart, divine willpower, divine courage that allows us to do so many things. The mind may create all sorts of thoughts, but it is our divine willpower that causes us to act. Coming from the center of our being, the essence of who we are. As you move through the rest of your long weekend, try to stay connected to what's true to you, what's true to the essence of your being, the divine willpower, your divine heart, Icha. Thank you all so much for making time out of your weekend to be here. I so appreciate it. You can keep your hands on your heart or bring palm to palm as we close our practice this morning. We'll end it by chanting the sound of Om once. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Clear the throat if you need to. And inhale to Om. May you enjoy your Easter long weekend. And may all those that you spend your time with also benefit from your practice, from your divine willpower and your divine heart. Namaste.